Ash Ketchum, the human face of Pokémon. Not red, not gold, it's Ash, whether you like it or not. And despite not being close to completing the Pokédex for any region, he's definitely caught a lot of memorable Pokémon. From the cute to the weird, from the weak to the strong, there are definitely at least 10 awesome creatures owned by this 10-year-old, and that are worth talking about. Some I've barely seen getting the attention that they deserve. So, let's begin my list of the 10 best Pokémon owned by the one and only Ash Ketchum. At number 10, Tauros. Now, in case you didn't know, Ash has caught a total of 30 Tauros in the banned anime episode The Legend of Dratini, all from the Safari Zone. But of course, the one that we're going to be focusing on is the Tauros that he uses most often. It's got to be special considering it's Ash's choice of Tauros every time he battles. It may not do amazingly all the time, but this guy won Ash a Tauros contest, and even held its own against the TheAuraGuardian leader Drake, defeating his Venusaur and lifting his Dragonite. It's even appeared in some of the newer episodes of the anime. It might not be one of Ash's strongest Pokemon, but it's definitely a pretty cool addition to his team, and in my opinion, one of the best. Number 9 is Tauros. So as I said before, Ash has caught a total of 30 Tauros. We've already talked about one of Ash's Tauros, but this time we're going to talk about this one. Now the reason I like this Tauros is because unlike this Tauros has a much nicer mane fur. I know it's probably quite hard to tell from this image, but trust me, this mane is a lot nicer than this one, and that one. We didn't see it in battle at all, but I'm sure it would have been great. At number 8, we have Tauros. Now you probably thought it was going to be this Tauros, but instead I went for this Tauros. Now the thing I like about this Tauros and why I picked it over this Tauros is because the horns on this Tauros is much nicer than the horns on this Tauros. A lot of people consider that this Tauros has nicer horns than this Tauros, but the thing about the horns on this Tauros compared to the horns on this Tauros is that the horns on this Tauros are slightly nicer angle than the horns on this Tauros. Yeah, it's very, very nice horns, which is why it's number 8 on this list. Next up, we have a Pokemon you probably saw coming. I think you all see the pattern here and know which Pokemon is gonna be next. At number 7 we have Pikachu. Everyone loves Ash's Pikachu, right? His first Pokemon, been with Ash to every region, even cheats in a lot of battles to win, and somehow still loses really easy battles. No best Ash's Pokemon list is complete without Pikachu, right? I mean, it'd be pretty silly if you didn't add Pikachu to the list, and I think Pikachu fits very nicely in the number 7 spot. What? You thought the entire list was going to be nothing but Ash's Tauros? Of course not. That'd be completely stupid. Just a list of Ash's Tauros. What a dumb idea. At number 6 we have Tauros! So I decided to go with this Tauros at the number 6 spot because, well, fun fact about this Tauros, it was actually the 6th Tauros that Ash caught, has the 6th longest tail of Ash's Tauros, weighs the 6th most, is the 6th tallest, and was even born on the 6th day of the 6th month. So I figured it would fit perfectly in the 6th spot. Now you probably think that this Tauros is going to be number 5 because, well, it was the 5th Tauros that Ash caught, has the 5th longest tail, weighs the 5th most, is the 5th tallest, and was born on the 5th day of the 5th month. But instead, I went for number 5, Tauros, and number 4, Tauros. These two are actually tied for the same slot, and that is because, well, fun fact about these Tauros, they're twins. They're pretty much identical. I mean, you can easily tell the difference between this Tauros and this Tauros, or this Tauros and this Tauros, and this Tauros and this Tauros, or this Tauros and this Tauros, or even this Tauros and this Tauros. But this Tauros and this Tauros, you can't tell them apart. The same horns, same tails, it's impossible to tell the difference between them. But that's why they're sharing the number 5 and the number 4 spots on this list. At number 3 is Tauros. This Tauros. I like this Tauros and that's it. Number 2. Now, what if I told you that Ash didn't just catch 30 Tauros, but instead 31? What if I told you there was a Tauros hidden in plain sight? A Tauros that the anime never wanted us to know about. A Tauros that Ash has kept secret because it was way too dangerous. Do you remember that Halloween Simpsons episode where Bart actually had a twin brother that Marge and Homer were hiding from the rest of the family? What if I told you this was a similar case with the Tauros that Ash caught? Tauros 31, let's call it. Well, if I told you that this Tauros 31 did in fact exist, it'd be complete bullshit. Number 2 is actually this Taurus. This Taurus is pretty cool. Much better than this Taurus in my opinion. And at number 1, my pick for Ash's best overall Pokemon. The best Pokemon that Ash has ever owned. A normal type from the first generation. It is, of course, Snorlax. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Snorlax is Ash's best Pokemon, it's still his best Pokemon, and if you think otherwise, you're f***ing wrong. Snorlax for life! And those are the 10 best Pokemon that Ash has ever owned. I know that some of you might disagree with 1 or 2 slots, but I think it's a pretty accurate list nonetheless. As for Pokemon that just missed out on the list, my honourable mentions were Tauros, Corphish, oh sorry wait, not that Taurus, that Taurus, and Rowlet. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more videos similar to this in the future, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.